Hey Powerbodyz fans, here's today's workout. It's 30 minutes. The first 10-minute segment is going to be 10 seconds rest, 40 seconds work, and there'll be 3 different exercises. So you'll do them 4 times through for 12 rounds. So the first one, we're going to start with our legs. My legs are really sore today, so this is going to be even difficult for me to demo for you, but I'm going to do my best. Alright, so it's going to be a sumo squat, jump forward, jump up, then sumo squat back, and jump up. And you're going to kind of keep doing that back and forth for that 40-second work. So you're going to get a nice deep sumo squat, all right? You're going to start in that nice deep sumo squat, all right? Real nice and low, just making sure that those knees aren't going over your toes. So don't lean forward. You want to have a nice tucked pelvis under and lifting through your shoulders and your back. All right, we're going to jump forward. So big jump forward, and then we're going to jump up and down. All right, staying low, back into that sumo squat. We're going to jump back. Jump back. Now we're going to jump up. And then you're going to keep repeating that. Jump forward, up, jump back, jump up. All right? That's going to be a pretty intense 40 seconds. To kind of lighten that, you don't have to go as deep into your sumo squats for a modification. So you can just kind of take a nice easy squat, you know, jumping forward, jumping up. You can even just raise up onto your toes and then down into that regular squat instead of the big sumo squat. And then just raising up on your toes and back down. All right, those are your modifications. If you don't even want to raise up on your toes, you could just reach and squat, step forward, reach, and squat, step back. Second exercise, we're going to do a hand release push-up for grasshoppers. So you're going to get into your plank position, making sure you have a nice tight core with your shoulders, elbows, wrists in a line. Now, when you do your hand release push-up, you're going to lower using your normal push-up all the way down to your chest hits the floor. You're going to release your hands, all right? Now that means you're going to have to push yourself all the way back up. So hands flat again, lifting and pushing all the way back up using that tight core. Once you're up here, you're going to do your 4 grasshoppers. Remember, the grasshopper takes knee with tapping your toe with the outside, knee to the outside of the same elbow. Back to your plank. Other side. Back, 4 of these, right back to hand release push up, push it back up nice and tight, 1, 2, 3, and 4. To modify, go down on your knees, push up, release, push back up. When you tap, you can do it from your knees, tapping out to the side. Or you can also try to bring that knee all the way up to the elbow in that kind of a motion. All right, so that's your second exercise. The third exercise, we're going to be back up using our legs. We're going to do 2 front kicks, then a burpee with a V out with our legs, and you can do an optional push-up. So, nice and strong, tight core. Kick, kick, watching the flexibility through your hamstrings, kicking just as high as what's comfortable and at your level. 2 front kicks. We're going to do a burpee, power burpee. So we're going to jump up. We're going to take our hands down, kick our legs out into that burpee position. We're going to do a V out, and then an optional push-up. Back power forward. All right, so to do that again, 2 front kicks, kick, kick, power burpee, V out, optional push-up, power forward. All right, to modify that, you can still do your front kick, kick, kick. You can just raise up onto your toes or just lift up your arms and you're down for that burpee. Instead of powering it back, you can step back, V out your legs, or if you want to skip the V out and just do the push-up on your knee, you can do that. And then when you come back up, you're going to step forward to start again. All right, so that's your third exercise. We're going to go to our second set of 10 minutes. First exercise is going to be a commando combo. So we're going to start that on the floor. And I'm just going to do this over here instead of on my mat. So in your push-up plank position, you're going to start actually flat on the mat. You're going to push up into your commando and you're going to lift your right knee. So you're going to push up, lifting your right knee, push back down. You're going to lay your arms out, really stretch. Both arms come forward. You're going to roll using that core. You're going to place your arms back down to your side. You're going to do that commando again, lifting your left knee. So raising up, left knee comes up, back flat. Arms come out and reach. Roll using that core. back again. All right, if you want to do it modified, when you do those commandos, just lift up to your knees. You can, if you'd like, bring the knee in, dropping it back down. But remember, it's really important to really reach those arms out. If you need to, you can take that opposite arm to help push you and roll you over as a modification. All right, so that's your first exercise of that set. Second exercise, it's going to be jumping squat, pivoting, jumping squat times 4, and 2 Heismans. So this one, you're going to start facing the side, and you're going to pivot in a circle 4 times around. So starting in that squat position, you're going to twist, 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 twist. 4 of those. Then you're going to do 2 Heismans. Jumping right, lifting your left knee, jumping left, lifting your right knee. So actually I'll do that facing this direction. So from a nice squat, you're going to jump, squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump, squat. Then you're going to Heisman this side, back to center. And then do that again. If you want to alternate and each time you do it go left and then right and then left and then right, you can do that. If you don't want to, you can just do 4 squats. That's a modification instead of doing the turning and the jumping. That's an option. And if you just want to do the 4 jump squats straight here, you can do that as well. So that's the second exercise. The third exercise is going to be burpee with a push-up punch. Okay. So we're going to do our regular burpee, or power burpee, sorry. Our power burpee. So we're going to jump up, down, kick it out. We're going to do 2 push-ups. Push-up number 1, lift, punch with the left arm. Push-up number 2, lift, punch with the right arm. Bring that burpee back in. We're going to do that again. This time I'm going to modify. So instead of jumping, you can just lift, down. You can step back, down to your knees. Push-up, left punch, push-up, right punch. Finish your burpee, stepping it in. Anytime you do those burpees, just really make sure anytime you're stepping forward or jumping forward, just really be cognizant of keeping those knees right above your feet and not going forward of your toes. So you don't want all that weight all the way forward. All right? All right, our last set, 10 minutes. Again, 10:40. First exercise, we're going to do the abs, the roll-up. So I'm going to use my mat for this one. The roll-up, you really want to make sure that you keep your pelvis and your core nice and tucked and tight as you're reaching up. And you want to really incorporate the breath into this move. So when we're laying on our back, starting the move, we're going to inhale. As we come forward and reach for our toes, we're going to get a nice exhale as we reach for our feet. So we're going to start on our backs, arms above our head. This is going to be the full roll-up. You're going to tuck your tummy, tuck your core, really lift and raise, reaching as we're inhaling, and then exhaling as we reach forward for our toes. And then we're going to roll back down, again, tucking the core, nice and tight, 1 vertebrae at a time all the way back down. Arms come up. Inhale, lift, exhale, rolling it back down. To modify this, you can either just come up part of the way and then reach for your toes and then reach back. Coming up and reach back. So if you have any lower back problems or anything where it might be really hard for you to come all the way up, you can just do that smaller crunch. All right, again, incorporating the breath. That's the first one. The second one is going to be a side plank burpee. I know this one's like full of burpees today, so you're going to be up and down, and your heart rate's really going to be going. So I hope this is a good workout for everybody. So for the side plank burpee, we're going to come down, and actually instead of, it's called the side plank burpee, but instead of actually what you would consider a side plank, we're going to actually just shoot our legs out towards the side. So that's kind of where we're going to go. So our legs come out to the side. You're almost kind of leaning on that one outside arm to really increase the strength there, and then right back to center and up. We're going to go back down again, go to the other side, and then back up. A little error with the mat there. And up. If you want to intensify that, you can always make it a power burpee by adding the jump as you go down, extending those legs out, back, and jump. And really trying to stay explosive and stay really low as you go into those jumps. So that's the side plank burpee. The last one. We're going to do 3 lunge jumps and then a knee lift. You guys are going to be exhausted by this point, but I promise you can do it. This is going to be really good for you. So we're going to start in a lunge, all right? So back heel is lifted with the 5 toes on the ground. Front knee is bent. You want to make sure that that knee is right above your ankle and you're not leaning too far forward. So you're in that lunge jump position. Back is lifted. We're going to do 3 lunge jumps. So 1, 2, 3. From here, okay? Again, nice and strong. Knee right above the ankle. You're going to lift this right leg. Knee lift, balance, strength, core, back to the lunge. We're going to do it again. 3, 2, 1. Other leg is back now. Leaning on this front knee, right above the ankle. We're going to lift, balance, tight core, and back down to that lunge. All right? If you'd like to modify that, you can just step forward and lunge instead of doing the lunge jumps. All right? If bringing that knee up is a little bit difficult for you, you can always bring it up to a standstill, tapping the toe, lift the knee, back down, back to that lunge. All right, so those are your modifications for that. I know I went through that really quickly, but I hope you enjoy this workout. It's sure to be a good one for you. Thanks.